man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Martha. It's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said he'd been attacked by Akashic. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight.
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
They were too fast.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob...
You are mistaken. We're here by Madam...
How do you know my...
Forgive me, my lord. They want...
Wade's men? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with us.
Did he? Take your wound. Martha will...
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine.
When did Wade...
Not long after they were...
Martha! The scouting party's almost at the lift. But they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they've got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about...
You look after everyone here.
I will.
My brother. Are they? Don't try and talk.
Mad dogs.
Squire, I need you to get those who... But what about... I didn't... sir.
So Wade,
Lord Rossfield.
Martha seemed to think you might need... And by the looks of it,
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
we can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't...
And
You've never been one to show...
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for East Pool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Mad dogs. A lot of them.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Just patch me up.
The Akashic attacked us out of the blue.
Anything catch your eye? Much obliged. Thanks very much. Much obliged. There you go. Much obliged. Thanks very much. That all, is it? What are you after? There you go.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Arthur and the others won't be ready.
This one. Go for it. This one. Get him. Something's coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round's to wait. Shall we? Stick 'em. Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course...
My lord, there's... Oscar? It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rosfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House...
Murdoch. I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Well, go on, then. It's not for me to ask him.
Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take... I would learn the duties of a shield...
But I am a shield no longer, and spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his... You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, and I would sooner... not that Sir Wade... And
it's all right. There is only so much the boy can...
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Fucking thieving bastards. As if life hadn't been harder.
Cid! Your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
Jill, Clive has told me much about...
All lies, I'm...
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a...
Indeed. Although...
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. But the fact is...
What did you say to...
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach... And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the... I've tried reasoning with a dissenting part.
Perhaps we could talk to...
What makes you think that...
What makes you think...
She makes a fair point, Cid. And you won't have...
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats was... We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as...
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies if we... And you cannot fill empty...
But what happens when they come back?
That's enough. Any more of this and I'll throw you out my... Come back when you're ready to...
Victor. What's he doing here?
Cid. And Lady...
I was about to ask you.
Costness is in chaos. And the Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some...
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. Or an entire...
We're still working on the sky. Perhaps we can find a solution to...
I hope so.
So?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid, but have left to smolder. That...
My thoughts both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only...
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's a...
What would Cid the...
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance, it may still be possible before presenting,
and that would be
to pool our resources and say
when all that fear and anger can be directed.
It appears we have a... Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him...
As you wish.
Don't worry, Victor and I will do most...
Play along.
What he means to say.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Picture it, Conrad. Here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane?
A pleasure, my lady.
As I told you, I summoned...
Victor said that there aren't any men left to hire.
True as the crystals, nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not... You know, granted, we have a few boys left.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot, if that a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave...
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're...
I can't believe that.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Cid.
Then let us band together and show these brutes...
My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy... Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how...
Lubor's...
Indeed. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley, and it is only...
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have... And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not, which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this...
All right. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike. She saw right through it. I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Good news. Both Conrad and Natalie have, with time.
Time no longer appears to be...
I take it your scouts found the band.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food.
I have a fate. I'm told the bandits march in two groups. One from the south and one from the desert. In a move, doubtless, intended to stretch our already...
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the...
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this...
That is a lot of faith to put into the...
Then it will be for us to see that their hand...
I thought you might say...
We'll hold them off for... And we will...
No women focus comes of this.
I'll take that one.
It's all yours.
Over here! They mean to overwhelm us.
I've heard Torgal. This one. Second. Attack. To me, boy.
The townspeople.
I don't hear any fighting.
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been...
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad.
We all saved.
Conrad seems to have had a change.
I'd say they both.
I take it from your presence that the plan worked, granted it only took an army of...
Calm now, Victor. Why, we are unite. As for you, Cid...
I'll take that. First, we find Isabel.
I saw it with my own eyes.
I can't do it.
The Lord.
We received the dame. There have been sightings of strange...
With the blue eyes. They've taken so many.
Akash.
Ultimus Thrall. And what of your mistress? Is she...
Oh, no. She went...
Then we'll look for her there.
More arrived from the capital this morning.
The two soldiers were carrying another.
Madame, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the... What more would you have...
I would have you do your duty. Those and protect them I shall. Because they are... In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are you... But more than that, they are your sisters. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here. It's all we have.
What we have left is our lives!
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask. I'll have a word with them.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to what we need. The way the survivors speak of them, one... and perhaps they did.
That thing... it took off...
Did you see the
creatures? They came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first.
Do you remember where you...
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed...
It's all right. It's all right.
You're a pike, Minion.
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, and a pack of them glowing
things found me in the meadow.
Leave that to her.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
We have a plan.
We need to find out what...
It was all they could do to escape.
Look.
I see them. With me. Ah! This one. Ah! Go talk. Get him. Go talk. Over here.
Should I prime?
Save your strength. This one. Get him. This one. This one. All yours, Torgal. Over here. Go, Torgal. Attack! try. Get him! Let's try. Over here! Stick him! Over here! Throw for him! Get him! Stick him! Throw for him! Get him! Kill! Stick him!
There are always... You have the towns?
Don't thank us. There will be more.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the top. It's not the most selfless... Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love and the people I love. Now, if you don't...
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Was one at ours. How is it you...
Luck, I suppose. Anyway.
The nations are still in chaos.
Right.
Clyde, now's the time.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. It is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua! Clive! It's Gav! There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
I thought Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The City Guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, Bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
right. We travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canville was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it, the Echoes have a will of their own.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
This one. Over here.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go round it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yotei, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yotei. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua. The Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us! We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity!
Quite.
How dare you!
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The King! He has come to save us from the Akashic! He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools! Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough.
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yotei of the lake?
By all means.
Yotei, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yotei.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is old enough to...
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our order, if there is nothing...
No.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.